The RRR film is reaching great heights and is being hugely celebrated by the people. What if I tell you that the movie is not fictional, but in fact both Ram and Bhim characters are inspired from a freedom fighter named Alluri Sita Ramaraju. This is a story of a sannyasi who made revolution in India's freedom struggle. Alluri Sita Ramaraju was born to Venkat Ramaraju and Narayanamma in Andhra Pradesh. His father was a man with immense self-respect and great love for freedom. He even once scolded Ramaraju for saluting the Britishers. We can say that his journey towards freedom fight started from his father. But unfortunately, his father died when he was just 8 years old. At the age of 15, he moved to Visakhapatnam, which was his mother's hometown. There, he often visited tribal areas and got to know the struggles of tribal people. Around the same time, he met Sita. He was madly in love with her. But a sudden death left him completely heartbroken. To keep the memory of Sita till his last breath, he added Sita to his name and became Alluri Sita Ramaraju. He was a highly spiritual person. Even though he was great in education, he was particularly interested in astrology, herbalism and horse riding until he became a sannyasi at the age of 18. After becoming a sannyasi, he went on a spiritual trip to Gangotri and Nasik. During this travel, he met a group of revolutionaries who inspired him to follow the path of revolution. Seeing the struggles being faced by the tribal people, he decided to build a movement for their independence. He started to organize and educate the tribal people about their rights and prepared them for a fight against the missionaries who tried to convert the tribal people, police and forest officials who tortured them in every possible way. Eventually, he settled down with the tribals in the Papi Hills of Godavari district, and the people of tribal villages started to see him as a guardian angel. Day by day, the torture of Britishers became unbearable and rebellion was the last option left for the people, and Ramaraju became their natural leader. The Britishers tried to bribe him by offering 60 acres of fertile land for him to build an ashram, but he rejected it and stood by the people. With his supporters, he built a strong and powerful group of fighters who mastered the traditional weaponry like bow and arrow and spears. He also taught them how to use tactics like whistling and beating drums to exchange messages among themselves. They initially managed to achieve a spectacular success against the British, but soon they realized that the bow and arrows would not be of much use against the modern firearms of British. He thought the best way forward is to take them away from the enemy and started launching attacks on police stations. In August 1922, he gathered a group of 500 people and looted the weapons from several police stations. After each attack, he would sign a letter in the station's diary giving details of the loot from that station and would write date and time of his attack, daring the police to stop if they can. And he mastered the guerrilla warfare, which is the method of hiding and attacking, just like the climax of RRR movie. Because of this, the British struggled to deal with him. This was going on for 2 years, but they couldn't catch him. So they lost their patience and started torturing the tribal people. They burned the villages, destroyed the crops, killed the cows, and of course molested the women of tribal community. Bearing all that, the tribal people stood by him. Soon they realized that his style of guerrilla warfare would have to be dealt with similar response, so they brought Malabar Special Police who were trained for such purposes. And Commissioner J.R. Hickins announced a reward of 10,000 rupees for the head of Sita Ramaraju. And trust me, it was a huge amount of money at that time. After putting a massive effort for 2 years, the British managed to catch him in the forest of Chintapalli. He was then tied to a tree and was executed by shooting on 7th May 1924. A tomb of him still lies in the village of Krishnadevipeta near Visakhapatnam. Mahatma Gandhi paid his tribute, saying, "Though I do not approve of his armed rebellion, I pay homage to his bravery and sacrifice." Nehru commented that Raju was one of those few heroes that could be counted on fingers. And Netaji stated that Alluri was fierce in determination and his unparalleled courage and sacrifice for the people will ensure him a place in history. I don't think his words came true. Other than the people of Andhra Pradesh, none of us were taught about him. I graduated in history, but I wasn't taught a single line about him. I think it's important to teach about heroes like Alluri Sita Ramaraju rather than teaching about how we were looted and conquered. This is a story of a sannyasi who fought for this country, who died for this country. He deserves to be known. He should not be forgotten.